going from changing the environment of critical technology and competitiveness, let's dive a little bit into what it also means for the worker, people at work, the individual, and how it's basically that AI is changing the efficiency, but also many of the things on how we work and live today. And who better to do that than Angelique, the president of EMEA from Workday. This is a company that is changing how we are working, how we are improving the everyday life of the workings all over the world. And with that, let me welcome you on stage, Angelique.
And good morning, everybody. I feel I'm a little bit between us and our coffee, right? But really appreciated the conversation we just had. So hopefully you have a couple of more minutes to inspire before the coffee and have a talk about that. But I feel there's so much going on in the world, and we are really in a very pivotal moment where also the technology, we already talked about that, like AI, is reshaping the world how we work, right? So I come from a more than 30 years business application software background. So focused on how software can help businesses and also public and private companies to get more efficient, to go faster. And I think when we talk about speed, that's exactly what we need, right? So as we are in a pivotal moment, I would say let's dream out loud a little bit more. And let's ask us the question, imagine where Europe and businesses can take the opportunities to innovate and grow faster than we do today. Imagine a future where innovation drives prosperity and workers have the skills to thrive. Imagine a world where AI is just not a concept, but a powerful tool to make everybody go faster and better. And we at Workday, we are a software company. We are American founded and American headquartered, but we are highly committed to work together with the European Union and the EU to comply with the GDPR and the EU AI Data Act, because we believe that Europe is leading the way in many of those dimensions. At the same time, global software and technology can really help to help businesses to go faster. So bringing the two together, I believe we can really take a very leap step forward. So we have three things we would like to encourage to consider. First one is, how can we help with AI adoption? The panel talked about that. How can we also help to leverage the best technology globally available? And also, how can we help with accelerating our skills and the changes we see and we need in everyday's work? And that is where we, from Workday, believe we can help you as businesses and also as global and private businesses. Today we already do that. So more than 40% of the DAX customers are partners of ours. Also more than 55% of the CAC 40 are customers of ours. And where I'm most proud of, to be honest, is that 65% of our customers are in the small and medium business space, where a lot of innovation is happening, especially in Europe. So let me talk a little bit more about the implication and the effects of AI. And we call that our technology, we call that Workday Illuminate. And think about how it can accelerate and automate manual tasks. That's one dimension. But also we are moving more and more in getting digital assistants, helping us in our day-to-day world. And then I think the next phase of transformation will be about business improvement and orchestrations. And we hear more and more about agents or the agentic AI, where they don't only perform a task, but they really help us to improve roles. So what we see coming is that we want to be a platform not only helping humans to be more productive and successful, but also helping to guide the digital human, the agent, right? Because think about how to onboard that digital agent, how to keep it safe and secure, working with the right data. If we think about GDPR and we think about the EU Data Act, that's also very relevant for the agents. So that is a very new dimension to expect and to come and to thrive for. And that's also why we launched last week a so-called agent system of record, as really the two coming together, the humans and the agents working alongside, which will help businesses to be more proactive, productive, and to grow and go faster. Now, let me give you a couple of examples out of Europe as well. So one of the companies is Sanofi, and I'm sure you know Sanofi, one of the most interesting global health players, more than 90,000 employees across the world, and they really are focused on how to make their people successful and help them to move into their career development and their long-term journey. So with our technology, Sanofi has built a more engaged, future-ready workforce. And also a company like Accenture, just on stage, a company with more than 70,000 employees, helping companies in their fast-changing environment. So a big question for them is, how can they get the right skills at the right time in an ever-changing world, right? So think about those changes we see happening very, very fast. So I would say if we bring that back, and we see that in our research as well, we recently we did a latest resource which is called Elevating Human Potential, and we see those businesses, public and private, who are adopting the new technologies such as AI, they are outperforming their peers, adapt faster, and position themselves in a longer-term success. Also, last week, Friday, the Axios report presented the so-called Edelman Trust Barometer, and I think that's also an interesting data point, where they scored the adults who were saying, do you trust AI technology, yes or no? And there were some interesting data points in there. For example, India scored with 77%, China with 72%, saying we trust AI. Guess what? The US scored 32%. Europe, the first country in Europe was Germany, scored 29%. I'm from the Netherlands, we were at 28%, but I would encourage us, coming back to where we see a big opportunity for Europe, is encourage the adoption of the available technologies, right? So if I may sum it up, and I think we are all ready for coffee, right? So I would say we really are looking forward to make global technology available for you to help your business to move forward faster, more successfully, leverage all those incredibly exciting innovations which are, to your point, go at rapid speed and really are in an accelerated phase. There is absolutely an opportunity to continue to work together on all the regulations, but do it in an efficient way so that also all the member states are aligned so we can drive adoption faster. And a third area, I would say, is around skills. How can we encourage and develop skills faster in Europe? But I would say there is a bright future. I would thank you for organizing this session. And now, being a European citizen myself, we have a huge opportunity. I'm committed to help here, and let's go and take it.
Thank you so much. Before you go, you talked about this AI agent for, for workers, that you have some kind of program or product. Can you elaborate a little bit, and how can we change that fear of AI? Is that a part of that program or product on adopting agents?
It's combined and it's building on each other, right? So AI, we hear all companies and many companies thinking about a way to adapt AI. Yeah? So what we do from a Workday perspective is also embedded standardly in what we do. And on top of that, businesses are developing their own AI capabilities. The next phase is what's called agents. So that's not only automation, but it's really let's say, an agent as a human performing tasks. For example, I hope you all get paid by a company. And I'm sure you have some questions so now and then. Normally you called to the payroll administration, but imagine you can really leverage an agent giving you the right answer to the documents, to the connections, etc. So in every process, in most business processes, we will see the adoption of agents. And where we see a role is not only on the agents we develop ourselves, but also the agents you develop, other partners develop, because you can see an agent as a person. You want to have that in a trustworthy environment. The agents need to be trained. The agents need to be onboarded. You would like to have an overview about what's the cost of an agent like that, right? So the agentic AI is the next phase, and it will change the way people work. And I would say that's also where skills come in. The continuous learning and the evolution in our skills platform, we will see an acceleration. That's what we expect.
Amazing. I think there are many. I mean, I have Jan. He's my AI. So so I think there are many who needs to learn how to use those agents. So thank you so much for your leadership, and thank you so much for coming here today.
And thank you for organizing this.
Yeah.
Thank you.